Get him, Ravemon. You can do it. That was awesome, Ravemon, but can you beat a street shark? I have taken Agumon hostage. There's nothing you can do. Why? Alright, that's enough of that. How's it going, DigiDorks? It's your good mate Tro here, and today we're going to be having a look at the Ravemon deck for EX-04. I know it's a little early to be playing this guy, but I thought I'd just run up a quick list of just some cards you can use in place of the ones we'll need for BT13, which is when the deck gets really spicy. So here's the deck list and strategy guide. Enjoy.
Like a Digimon, Digivolving up into a champion. Searching out my megas, cause I'm breaking hard. Gaining memory, check security. My strategies will make sure you a master of your Digi destiny.
Alright, first up on our deck list, we have 4 copies of Pinamon. On deletion, if deleted outside of battle, gain 1 memory. So that's going to come up a fair bit in the Ravemon deck. Alright, onto our level 3s. We got 4 copies of Falcomon, our searcher. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 purple Digimon card with Ravemon in its name, or bird or avian in one of its traits, and 1 Keen and Crier among them to your hand. Place the rest among them to the body of your deck in any order. Pretty good searcher for the deck. And then we've got 4 copies of the new fake Agumon Expert, which I'm trying out. Your turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted by trashing 1 card of the same level in your hand, draw 2. I'm using him because I think it works in pretty well with our level 5 Orochimon choice. And then we've got 3 copies of Tsukaimon. On deletion, gain a memory. Pretty stock standard, especially in purple decks. Yeah, definitely can't go wrong with on deletion, gain a memory in a purple deck. And then last 2 rookies, we've got Gabumon. Again, can't go wrong with Gabumon. On deletion, in his inheritables, draw 2, and then trash 1 card from your hand. Alright, onto our level 4s. We're going to be running 4 copies of Pekmon. When Digivolving, if you don't have a Keen and Crier in play, you may play 1 Keen and Crier from your hand without paying the cost. We're seeing a lot of these champions come up that do this. If you don't have said Tamer in play, you may play 1. So it's fantastic that we're getting 1 for this deck straight off the bat. Next we've got 3 copies of Devidramon. On deletion, gain a memory. Again, can't go wrong with that. I'm trying out a few different champions just because we are missing some pieces until BT13 comes out. We've got 2 copies of Saberdramon. In his inheritables, retaliation, which is always handy, and he also has bird in his traits as well, so that works in well for the deck. And then 2 copies of Kinkakumon. BT6. When attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand to delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Again, works in well with Orochimon and the rest of the deck. Alright, onto our level 5s. We're going to be running 4 copies of Chromon. When attacking, if you have a purple Tamer in play, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Ravemon in your hand for the Digivolution cost. So yeah, say you Digivolve into Petmon, then you Digivolve into him, and then you can attack. You basically got yourself into Ravemon pretty early. Now we've also got 4 copies of Orochimon. When you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, draw 1. So we do end up trashing cards from our hand a lot to for effects, so that will come in handy for this deck, definitely. Alright, onto our level 6s, just running 4. So that would be, you guessed it, 4 copies of Ravemon. First of all, it's got jamming, which is fantastic. You don't see that a lot in purple. End of attack by deleting this Digimon that has a Digivolution card with bird or avian in one of its traits. At the end of your opponent's turn, play 1 Ravemon from your trash without paying the cost. And on deletion, if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, they trash 1 card in their hand. If your opponent has 7 or fewer cards in their hand, they add the top card of their security stack to their hand. So, yeah, pretty kitschy play there, but I think it'll definitely work well. And then I've got 1 copy of Death Exmon, just because he can Digivolve over Ravemon if need, but he's still a very handy card for any purple or black deck, in my opinion, or any deck really. He works in well. Okay, on to our Tamers. We're going to be running 4 copies of Keen and Crier. He's our memory status. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. All turns, when one of your purple Digimon with Ravemon in its name or bird or avian in its traits is deleted, by suspending this tamer, you draw 1. and if that Digimon was deleted by an effect, you gain 1 memory. So yes, fantastic tamer straight off the bat for Ravemon. And then we've got 4 copies of Analog Youth just to fill out the deck a bit. Very handy, as we will be deleting our Digimon a fair bit. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card among them to your hand, and trash the remaining cards. So always fantastic for purple decks. And all turns when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon with Digilution cards is deleted, you may suspend this tamer. If you do gain a memory, then hatch a Digi-Egg card in an empty space in your breeding area. So Analog Youth is still very relevant, always good to keep the tempo in your favour. And onto our options. We'll be running 5 options. First off, 4 copies of Ameno Ahabari. Main, by deleting one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal. If one of your Digimon with Ravemon in its name is deleted by this effect, at the end of your opponent's turn, play a Ravemon from your trash without paying the cost. It's just so you can get off those Ravemon plays, even more so. And yeah, very handy for this deck. And then I also thought I would play 1 copy of Pandemonium Flame. You can choose to play Calling of Darkness if you like. I prefer to use Pandemonium Flame. I think it works in well with this deck. Main, you may delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a level less than or equal to the deleted Digimon's level. That can be really handy against certain decks. Alright, that's it for the deck list. On to the strategy guide. Okay, Digibronies, the strategy to this deck is simple, but you definitely want to have a searcher in your starting hand, particularly this guy, because he searches just about everything in your hand, but an Analog Youth will work just as well. But yes, preferably this guy, and see if you can start second as well. The reason I say this, and I don't usually do it, but with Digimon like this in there that can play your tamers, the chances of leaving you 3 memory, I don't know, maybe 40-50%, they might do that. And then you hatch, Digivolve, draw. I forgot to draw for turn, but anyways, you slam down your Falcomon and start searching out your pieces. Searching a Keen and Crier and an Avian or Ravemon. I grab the Ravemon, I grab the Keen and Crier especially, because if it's still your turn, I'll just bang Peckmon for 2. That allows you to play Keen and Crier if you didn't have one in play. And of course, drawing for turn. Drawing for Digivolving. And then, yeah, waste your turn again. Doesn't matter if this gets deleted. It's got a pretty good undeletion effect. If deleted outside of battle, your opponent trashes 1 card in their hand, which works in well once you get your Ravemon out. You want them to have 7 or fewer cards in their hand, or 8. Ravemon can take care of that last card on his deletion. Anyways, yeah, so come your turn again, you'll have 3 memory thanks to Keen and Crier, and then it's just basically in your best interest to get up into Digivolve for 3, Crowmon, get up into your Ravemon as soon as possible. And thanks to Crowmon, when attacking, if you have a purple tamer in play, Digivolve into Ravemon in your hand when you attack. And then you go bang, into Ravemon for 3, draw, end of attack, delete him. He's got birds in his traits, so you can play him again. And then don't forget his first undeletion. If they have 8 or fewer cards, get to trash, they get to add the top security card to their hand. And yeah, it has jamming, so the chances of him surviving are pretty well for the end of attack. But you know, if he runs into an option card, it's not in their best interest to delete him, because yeah, again, because of his effect. That's basically all you want to do for the Ravemon deck for now. Until BT13 comes out, then we'll have a few more options for the deck. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.